We were one time when he was about 7, and we're at a park here in Pleasanton, and we're there to fly his remote control helicopter. He'd just gotten it for Christmas, and so we're there with Ryan, who's about 7, and then his younger brother Jack and Evan, and we're flying it around, and they're running around getting worn out, which is part of my plan to just tire them out, of course. And I'm flying this thing, and Jack, the 6-year-old, begs to fly the helicopter, and I don't know, in a moment of mother madness, I let him fly it, and he promptly flies it about 75 feet up into a tree. And Ryan has an epic meltdown. He is just inconsolable. He's beating his little fist, against the tree, beating them, scraping his knuckles, and he's doing this, and he's like, it's too high, it's too high, it's too high, it's too high. He's kicking the tree, and I am just frozen in that moment. I'm angry. I'm kind of angry at Jack, even though it's not really his fault. I mean, technically it's his fault, but he's 6 years old. How well did I think that was going to end? But I'm angry. I'm angry that I have a child who has autism, who's inconsolable, and is that upset about this. And I'm just mad, and I don't know what to do because it's December. It's getting dark. It's getting cold. And I have 3 small children at this park, and I don't know what to do, and I'm just frozen. I call the city thinking maybe they can help me, but all the offices are closed. So I think, well, I'll call the fire department. I don't know. They have ladders. They have that truck with the bucket. I don't know. Maybe this falls into the cat stuck in a tree category. I don't know. But I'm desperate, so I call. Non-emergency number. Okay, didn't lost my mind that much. I'm like, hi, yeah, hi, listen, I know you have more important things to do, and I'm really sorry to call and ask you this, but my son, his helicopter's stuck in a tree at Del Prado Park, and just before I'm just about ready to lose it completely, I just whisper, he has autism, and he's really upset. I totally get it, said the voice at the other end. My daughter has autism. Let me talk to my captain, see what I can do. 10 minutes later, big red fire truck cavalry rolls up. Thank you. And firefighter Reggie has convinced his captain and the rest of his crewmates to come along on this helicopter rescue. And I find out that the bucket truck, the one that would have just been perfect for this rescue, is actually out, probably on a real rescue. So they've had to bring the standard issue fire truck with a standard issue ladder, which is not quite tall enough, as Reggie finds out when he climbs all the way up there, and he just can't quite reach it. And meanwhile, it's dark, and the helicopter, the red light on it is just blinking, like mocking us from 75 feet up. So Reggie comes back down the ladder, and Reggie's been around. He's a veteran. He's a professional at rescues. Maybe not this kind of rescue, but anyway, he's got a bag of tricks. So he gets this long pole with a hook on the end of it, and he climbs back up the ladder and gets all the way to the top, and he steps on that step, probably the one that says this is not a step, and he gets up there, and he reaches out with that hook, and he snags the helicopter, and he slowly pulls it in, and the tree is just trying to cling to it. It doesn't want to give it up, and he finally gets it, and we watch as Reggie in that red light just come down the steps, and he comes down, and there's like a smattering of applause, like a golf clap, from the people that have gathered to see the rescue, only to find out it's the rescue of a remote-controlled helicopter. But, they want to be supportive, so they're like, okay, good job. So Reggie comes down, he walks over to Ryan, and he kneels down, and he puts the helicopter in his little scraped-up, chubby hands. And Ryan smiles, and I prompt Ryan, and he leans in, and he's like, thank you. And I don't know who's happier, fireman Reggie, Ryan, or myself, but I do know that none of that would have happened if I hadn't been willing to say, my son has autism, as if it were the most normal thing in the world, because it was, and it is.